This is the third day, and in a new campaign you have to figure out how to optimize where the edges are and also where you have a positive return on investment on things that you collect. Because here we have 9,417 diamonds in total. These 9,417 are quite a lot. And just as a comparison, so that you see what we're fighting for, you see that we're collecting these soul tokens right here. 80 soul tokens are not that expensive for a unit of this caliber. 80 soul tokens are like less than 10,000 diamonds. I'll show you why. We'll go to roster treasure store and we can have a sneak peek, if I'm not mistaken, here, here and here. Now SSR unit soul discounted to 8,000 diamonds. Okay, so this is what we're fighting for. One token here, just one token, equates to 100 diamonds. Just to put things into perspective. So I will not sell my soul, pun intended, for maximizing this reward at the expense of spending diamonds. I will, however, invest whenever I see that I get a comparative advantage that will give me diamonds later. So that's obviously a case for investing diamonds. How can we do this? You see the daily missions, one of them is a login. You have certain leaderboard or type missions like Arena, Dwarf's Treasure and so on, where you have this option that if you are high up in the rankings, you will have a competitive advantage, especially when you compete against people who are there at the start of a server. So let's see first the guild, because that was a weak spot previously. So it seems like we have 8 members, we have to send out a recruitment message, and 4 of them are online. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. I was worried that I would be the only one alone for a while. Good. Then let's reward them with a pack. Yesterday we claimed it. Oh, others created packs as well. It's worth doing it. So let's reward them. The only thing we can create is a gold one. This is not necessarily a comparative advantage, this is just to see that something is going on in here, and in fact others saw that something is going on, so we're quite happy with the current situation. And let's pick up the gift pack. And let's also go to the technology. So we have 5 donations left. Number of donation, let's level it up. All the way to 5. Okay. So this is one. Let's check out what we can do. So there is this opponent, 45 HP, so there have been some battles. We can do multiple things. One is that I stick to the original plan and explore things here and let the others handle the opponent. After all, he's getting weaker and weaker. Killing opponents also helps. Or the other option is that I move there right away. I'm not changing my plan, at least for now. I may change it later, but for now what's important is that we need obelisks, for instance, and we need other things as well. So for this reason I will explore the top part and I will do my best to fight that behemoth as well. So we'll see if I have a chance at all. You see that there is another opponent right here. So I'm not sure if I'm strong enough. I will pass at the moment, and I'll level up first. I'll see. I'll check what else I can claim. So first thing first, levels. Regarding levels, we can move ahead. We need to complete 10 levels. They don't have to be new ones. Let's see if I'm strong enough at all to compete here. 58 versus 50, not really. Actually, I could win, it's just not optimal. I violated my own rule by not claiming the 120 energy. This is why we log in the morning. Otherwise, we could just do everything in one go. So now we got the energy. Okay, here let's check out what's going on. Comparative advantage. This is not the best deal that I can see because silver keys are kind of useless. This could be okay. This left purchase. I mean, I would still not spend the diamonds for this. I think I will hold on to my diamonds. It's borderline because to have a 2-star hero it's not a bad thing. The only problem is that this hero is not the best hero in the game. It's quite far from it. Now 300 diamonds for 5 Astro Silver is really good. Because we'll need to spend those diamonds anyway. So what better spend than this one? This is a good offer. It's not mandatory, it's optional. But if you purchase it, so be it. We need artifacts to level up and gain that competitive advantage. We don't have to do it though. So borderline, it's okay. Unfortunately, whatever you can purchase on the right hand side is tied to certain VIP level 2, 3, 4. This is how the game incentivizes you to spend more and more because they give you better and better offers. Although this like a 300 Heaven Cast Stone is not that good. Then let's claim whatever we can. And let's see how we can use those resources. So first of all, artifacts. We need to go here and get all 5 artifacts. We've made our selection and we're gonna get 5 in total. This is the 300 investment that we had. I mean, we can live without it because most of these purchases can be done in other ways and we can also do the campaigns for these artifacts. So this is just some return on investment type of spend. Clearly not optimal. I mean, the price was 300 instead of 880. That was the discount. The real discount was not with respect to 1000, but with respect to 880. Or the other option is that you can get the exact same purchase, but only less. Here, 300 for 2. So 300 for 2, and instead of that you have 300. You paid 300 for 5. So it's not the end of the world to spend this small amount. We are usually frugal, more frugal than normal, with diamonds only. But sometimes some common sense purchases don't hurt. Okay, Mastery Refresh. Mastery Refresh is gonna be important. Level 31. Why is it important? If you check the to-do items that need to be completed on one of the days, here it is, 3rd day, Hero Mastery. Refresh Hero Mastery is total of how many times? 200 times, that's quite a lot. So we'll need to start doing these Mastery Refreshes. So view. Also upgrade, spend these scrolls. I would not worry about spending these scrolls because we're gonna get new heroes. And now, refresh. Confirm. This was one mastery refresh. We have 5 of these scrolls that you can see at the bottom. We can first use these and do the refreshes. I will do this as long as we have 2 of these thumbs up and a power level up. And once I'm ready with that, let's go to the other unit and let's do the same mastery refresh. Before that we spend the scrolls as long as we can. Good. Then we'll go to specialty and mastery. Here is mastery. Refresh once and refresh twice. Okay, it didn't help much, but we have way to go. Quite a long way to go. Let's calculate the economy. 10 diamonds. Golds don't matter because we can print money basically. We're the Federal Reserve. So let's calculate. One of these units is worth 100 diamonds. 100. And with these mastery refreshes, we will need 194. So let's see the economy, what we can get. Investing 2 diamonds to get just these 2 helps. 15 is a no-brainer, 30 is a no-brainer. Especially with the other rewards and cashbacks. Now 50 seems to be a no-brainer to me. I don't know what this means. Oh, it's a trial card for VIP monthly. That's a no-brainer. Going up to 50 is a no-brainer. 100, I'm not sure about it. We get like 5 back after 50, so 10% back. We get another 10% back. So from 50 to 100, the marginal investment is 50, which is unless the amounts change, it's gonna be 500 diamonds. It's not gonna pay off. But let's try. Let's see if this cost increases, because in the past I didn't do this. So let's experiment. So it costs 10 diamonds initially. We confirm, fine. We can also cancel, by the way. Okay, it still costs 10. Fine. And it still costs 10. Seems like it's not changing. And let's check one more thing. What happens if we reject? So we have 10 refreshes so far. 10 in total. And if you go to the hero, I'm learning myself too. So we go to the hero, mastery, refresh. And now I press cancel because I don't like this. Confirm. Then what happens? Are we gonna get the 11th one, or we just flush down 10 diamonds in the toilet? Let's see. Yeah, we got the 11th one. Just the act of refreshing. You don't have to accept it, it's just the act of refreshing. Now, let me add what these refreshing scenarios are all about. So, here you see different colors. These are the same colors as what you can see most of the time in upgrades. So green, blue, and if you see orange, it's really good. Purple is really good. It's between blue and orange. So if you confirm this, you see that you even get a power up because of the purple one. Now, I'm not gonna read what these mean. Tactics like water, magic, and so on, archery. These are similar skills as what you got in the original Heroes of Might&Magic 3, I think. Same or similar, with some updates. I cancel this based on color, I cancel this based on color, I'm just spending like there is no tomorrow. Rare purple mastery, yeah. Let's confirm because, well, even though it was not better, offense is not bad. Although offense is not the specialty of this hero. What is pathfinding? Life drain capability. It's interesting that pathfinding is associated with life drain because we're not moving much, right? So either way, I'll do a few more refreshes. Until we get at least a purple. Yeah, here it is, but it's still pathfinding, it's nothing new. And this doesn't really hurt. This doesn't really hurt. Let's try with a purple archery, I think we're fine. and the cost doesn't increase, so this is an easy spend. And we're finishing at 24. We could go all, actually we could go all the way up to 50 to enjoy VIP1 this card benefits as a trial. So I will try this now.
I will restore Erathia to its former glory.
Let's see the masteries. Here we have 1 purple and 2 thumbs up. This is quite hard to beat at the moment, the rest is blue. So we'll try here. Okay, so we'll go all the way to 50, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. The best is when you have purple and thumbs up. 31, maybe we won't go all the way up to 50, 32, yeah. This is 34, 36, 37, 38, and now 10 more. I know it costs some, but I think the benefits are worth it. After all, we've accumulated all these diamonds. 47, 48, 2 thumbs up, it's worth considering. 49, okay, borderline, what is this? This is not a damage type, that's the problem. And whether global is not bad, because even for other heroes this works. So 49, we have 1 more, 50. Good. If I counted correctly, then this means that we're getting everything that we wanted. So let's see this VIP1. Monthly trial card grants 1 day's worth of privileges for free. Okay, this is not that bad, and we got 5 tries back, and we got 10 diamonds back. So effectively it's like 40, the cost was 44, not even 50, plus we got other goodies as well. So we'll go to the inventory. Spend whatever we can spend. Good. And is this VIP1 activated? Good question. Because after all, this VIP card, I would expect it to show up here and when it's manually activated. But it didn't happen. So what about here? So this is the recharge screen. It's a good question. It's a good question what happened now with this VIP1. How is this gonna be activated? What is gonna happen? Write in the comments if you know what is going on. This is just a trial, but feedback to the developers. If you want people to spend real money, in that case make it obvious. Make it really obvious user experience wise what we exactly need to do to get this benefits. I think that based on my experience I would go here and here 1 day of VIP. 1 day of VIP. It's not these purchases. Maybe it's by design that you have to fight for it and see everything. Okay, this is not, we're not getting a key like this, it's just for real purchases. Daily special pack, it's not the one. Top up, it's not the one. Yeah, it's irrelevant. That's a 7-day subscription, it's not the one either. Okay, in this case we'll need to Google, I guess. I won't spend much time and energy on it. That's just feedback, once again, to the developers. That it might be useful to make it more obvious what happened. Let's claim all the items. I can understand if someone doesn't send things back. I can understand that. It's a bit more Machiavellian this way. But after all, we're looking for even smaller edges, right? It's not the best behavior, but if your ultimate goal is just success, in that case this punishes those like me who simplify things, right? And I don't even check who is reciprocating, who is not reciprocating. Maybe I need to check this sooner or later. So we're getting these artifacts activated. It's always, they have like 3 to 4 components, and once you collect all the components you get the main one, and then you get to upgrade them all. So you can get a lot of upgrades, a lot of benefits. So unit. This is just the management part. The management part is relatively simple. You see that most of these units are quite close to level 31, so maybe they just level up themselves if they get into some battles. So we'll try at least one level or a few levels first, because we collected quite a few artifacts, right? So 50 versus 65k, I would not do it every day, especially when I'm tired and I just want to move through. But I think we have an easy way, and remember, we can fail, it's not the end of the world if we fail, because we still get the experience if we lose more than 2 units. We still get the XP, and we're after the XP and the resources and the ability to move ahead. And first you will just lose a few more units, and that's a signal to you that something is wrong, maybe you need to upgrade something. And once you do the upgrade you can proceed. So you're not gonna lose much. Okay, let's move to the next one. 7-5. That's gonna be a castle one, so easier than usually. It's harder because of the wall and harder because of the story hero, so it's a bit more even, unfortunately. So I think our skill is gonna move down. We're gonna win, but whether we lose more than 2 units, that's a question. The fact that we're gonna win and the fact that we can get the resources and the XP, it makes it worth. Ogre is a good defensive unit with life drain. Comparatively good. So first wall, and then it's borderline most of the time, and that's why attacking heroes are better, because as soon as you lose units, the balance is gonna tilt towards the attacker, right? And this is as soon as the opponent starts losing units. And you see, this is why I did these levels, because now all these units leveled up by themselves. We don't have to spend, or we don't have to click that much. So 7-6. We'll need to check if our advantage is still big enough. If not, I have other ideas, but for now, yeah, they are very much out of balance and they are very weak. So this was just a difficulty spike. There are usually difficulty spikes in games. The previous level was 1. It was more difficult than usual. So, difficulty spike. And we're back to normal. I would not expect much resistance. Although it would be funny if we lost 3 units or more here, even though it was meant to be kind of easy. So I usually go with an advantage. Now let's see the marketplace. Usually the items are trash, but this time, I mean, I could make a case for these investments if I badly need them for a comparative advantage. They look overpriced to me because there are other ways of getting them. But we need to check which artifacts can be purchased where. So rise up. So we're gonna go to the Tony Robbins event. And 53 versus 64 something. It's also a strategy that you proceed until you start losing units. Now your risk taking can also vary. So here we just observe the result. we lost one unit. It's kind of usual to lose one charge unit or charger, but the defense units are hard to lose. So with just one unit lost, it's not a big deal. Usually they are meant to be just charging to the back, and oftentimes they just lose. In real life, I would do it differently, obviously, saving human lives at least. But hey, this is part of the game. Everyone does this. And just think about the level of psychopathy and the level of Machiavellianism that is required to function as a good military leader. Just think about it. So I view it from the lens of management, and these units are like not living creatures, and when it comes to my decision making, right? And I take decisions based on just what's optimal from the perspective of the game, because after all, that's just the game. Once in real life people start taking the same decisions, that's unfortunately a competitive edge, and unfortunately that's what makes the real fights dangerous. So 57-64, it's a complicated one. I don't know what kind of charge units are these. Oh, we don't need to go to the back. So for this reason, I will have a somewhat creative setup. We're gonna hide behind defense units. This is just for this specific map. It's so unique that it makes sense if you hide behind the defense units. Told you. So sometimes I think I could win this even from a loss. Yeah, there are so many of these events, and they just don't lead anywhere. I think this is a castle, yeah, 7-10, that's where I've had enough. Let's go to the underground, and let's see what we can do here. Remember that 12 energy spend only happens once we're ready with the decision that we go to battle, like now. You have to press this battle to spend the 12 energy. And the reason why we left the guild activities after recruiting and stuff is that here we first level up. So first we need to unlock the new resources, then we need to invest into our units and do all these activities to level up. Also spend the energy, it doesn't hurt. And after leveling up, we have a better chance of defeating the opponents because they are raiding us right now. You saw 2 opponents already looking for obelisks. So of course I'm gonna make some progress. 64 versus 38, that's a clear indication that we need to make progress. And these level completions count. And we have to level up ourselves as well. Because with some unlocks you're gonna get to invest certain new items, for example those diamonds, to level up the skills themselves, and then you can easily get 10 to 20,000 extra power. That's the issue. So 4.5, still quite easy. Or at least it looks easy, but it might be difficult. Who knows? There are certain synergic constellations in the opponent field, although usually the game designers don't do these extreme synergic battle formations. It's what we do. However, sometimes you may get surprised that they are actually quite smart. And then, even if you have a power advantage, it doesn't mean everything. Oh, and let's collect these crystals. These are for free, obviously. You just advance in the dungeon and you get crystals. Don't invest any diamonds in them. These are not the diamonds that we save. So 64 versus 52, I think we're calling it a day. Here as well, we advanced enough. And now, let's see what else we can do. A unit upgrade, it's a main mission. We need to focus on the daily missions. So levels and the dungeons. So I think the best bet that we have is if we start upgrading our units, and whenever they need anything, then we go and use the sweep button. Keep on mixing sweep and swipe, but we're gonna just invest whatever we need. So here as well, easy. And if I could do some micro optimization, one thing that I would do is that I always select the highest level when it comes to chapters. If it's like chapter 5 or 6, go for 6, obviously. If it's two adjacent levels within the same chapter, it doesn't matter. So for example here 6.5 is kind of similar as 6.8. You can optimize further by seeing what the other items are good for, because here we can get two different resources, but I'm not spending any mental capacity on this. Okay, this time the reason why I went for chapter 4, because I don't want this fight yet. And we select the unit that we want. And by the way, this is an indication, given that we've just completed it, that we might want more. So for time optimization purposes, I just get the units. And this way I'm already completing the dungeon part. I might get these ones too eventually, but for now we get enough. Okay, let's see. 8 of these. Oh, by the way, I think we have the sweep times 10, right? Yeah, we do. That's an excellent addition. It doesn't even matter if we get a bit more, because we will need these resources sooner or later anyway. So sweep times 10, it's a lot faster. And you see we leveled up. 32, we got the 8th open position. So this is a huge upgrade. And so this means that we reached the maximum when it comes to the number of units that can fight for us. I will still do my best to get some of these extra. We won't make this upgrade at least now, because we ran out of energy. But wait a minute, we can purchase, and we have to purchase, right? So this is diamonds well spent in the early game. So chapter 4, and we're gonna get them all. And given that we'll most likely need this one too, let's not forget it. After all, we're here. So whatever we can upgrade, we will upgrade. I think we just ran out of energy, yeah. So this means that we won't be able to upgrade much. At least for now. But soon. Very soon we will be. So I just go through these 32, so it means that we have to go back to the front as well. You can save time by not going through all of them. That's absolutely fine. I just have some more options. After all, this is just autopilot mostly. And a lot of clicking. You know, if you have some real-time strategy skills, then it's gonna be fast. But here, I don't have much, I just know what to do. Without thinking much. And you see, we still have gold, we still have unit XP, so it's not something that we really need to save. And the reason why it's worth doing these, not necessarily the level upgrades, but basically these up levels, is that it counts. Okay, eventually I went through all of them. And you know, the bad news is that by the time you go through all the units, you have to start all over again because usually you leveled up, so now they are only level 31, don't forget that. As long as you still have energy. And that's it. Okay. So, 69,500, getting better. We also completed some missions which will cause us to level up, and it will cause us most likely to start doing the same thing over again and over again. 34th level is gonna be important. This level is not important yet. So we leveled up here as well, which means if we press the upgrade, and here we can, before collecting energy, if you have these coins, then invest it here. Unit XP doesn't matter, gold purchase doesn't matter. This one matters. In the formation, we can check which our best units are, but before that we can also do the autopilot once more, just because we're gonna use these units anyway. So 33rd level is just 2 clicks per unit. Or taps. Taps are... I was thinking whether taps or clicks are faster. So, you know, the mouse has to move, and while fingers, your 2 fingers are basically independent from each other, so if your coordination is good enough, in that case tapping might be fast enough, because while you reach out for one of the area of the screen, you can already coordinate the other one. This is just for micro optimization, because you see that I've been doing this recording for 37 minutes already, and we haven't done many things that we actually should. But this is the theoretical order. I left the last 3 units out, I should have left a bit more out, we're not using them right now. So optimizing time, it means that we just leave them as they are. Okay, we need to spend these scrolls anyway. Remember, the goal is 3000. And talking about spending, we'll soon spend gold as well. And let's see how we can promote. Yeah, we can rank up. Amazing. So a 2-star Catherine is a lot better than a 2-star Rylan. That's the reason why I didn't really buy those 50 units. We can get it quite easily, by the way, in the marketplace. I'm not sure which item it is or which store it is. Not the arena, not the campaign. Maybe it will come later, who knows. Artifacts, guild, yeah, it will be unlocked later. But you'll be able to buy Ryland easily. So the idea is that here you can see how much, like for example, this artifact costs 50. Cards of Prophecy 5. So this is 50, Charm of Mana 50. And let's go to the world. And in the world you have this. And here we have the marketplace. Same unit. You see? Oh, someone made a gold reward. Amazing, thank you. There is activity in the guild. So you see, 150 diamonds versus 50 of these essence. The problem is that at this stage you don't know what this essence is, right? And that's why it's a bit more difficult to see whether I should invest in this Charm of Mana for 50 or 150 diamonds. But I'm letting you know, save your diamonds. And then you won't spend. Save your diamonds here as well, and then you won't spend this. There are other ways of earning this. So one thing you shouldn't save is this and this, I should have logged in the morning actually, because there must have been a refresh already. Just keep on spending, we will get the gold back. I know it's scary that we'll have less than 2 million, but remember, Dwarven Treasury, you get a lot back. So this is important, and we had a unit that we could buy, but not for diamonds. There are so easy ways to get these units as well, later, in a few weeks. So one micro optimization is that, you see, this should be a scarce resource and it's red, so it's needed. This is a bit less scarce resource and we cannot afford it at the moment. Underground resources are more scarce generally, because you cannot do them 10 times, you can do them like 3 times or 4 times. But always take these crystals. It's very important, the crystals are needed. I should have taken the other one, but soon we're gonna get these coins anyway. So we've spent enough. We can also level up the spells. And by the way, these are water spells, and I think Catherine has quite a few of these. So we have to start with water every single time. And by the time fire is unlocked, water will have been done. But don't pressurize yourself to complete it fast. It's not needed. It's designed this way. We get the login. Yeah, we will need this. Oh, 2 Astro Silver, amazing. And let's see the notifications just in case we got anything interesting. I'm worrying a bit about the guild because of the opponent trading. I'm getting stronger, but an attacker always has an advantage with respect to the defender by being able to align their positions. I have a default defense formation and that's it. So Woodolf. Okay, that's the 3rd day, and in 4 days we're gonna get Gelu. Good. No way. Moving on. Yeah, I recognize most of these icons already. Sometimes I'm trapped into going into the same ones. In the store, usually there is a 1 diamond purchase. Not yet. Later. And it's worth just checking the first one. What is this? Oh, no. And we went through everything. Let's see what is going on. Yeah, they are recruiting. They are already level 3, so we'll need to level up fast. I'll think about what to do. So first, let's check the missions. We can advance in the arena, I think. Because there are these 19,000 skilled people, so this is just cloning activities. So all the game does here is that it just clones real people, and it's not their real rank. It just shows you a couple. It shows you a couple of people who may be real players, may not be real players. This is just growth hacking in general. Up to 3 defense units makes sense. Sometimes 2, sometimes 3. And when it comes to synergy, 79,000 is the current rate. We might let go of the defense unit here. Let's see the difference. 5.8k and 5.6. Borderline. We have good enough damage dealers. So let's see, is this the 5th? No. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. This is a mixed unit, so it does, for synergic reasons, there is no significant advantage. So this is gonna be our attack formation. Maybe we would need a bit less defenders and a bit more damage dealing or healing. But here, we're fine. And the 3 defenders are gonna be good for defense. I'm gonna realign the defense. So fast track. What's important is that we make progress and we earn diamonds. And then if we progress enough, we'll earn diamonds every day. So don't worry about progressing too fast. Progress as quickly as possible. Previously I thought that if the journey lasts longer, then it's better, but actually I get less diamonds with that per day overall. Good. Unit XP. Next. We have up to 5 battles. Always check if there is a difficulty spike, because like these 20,000 opponents are easy. If there is another 70,000, then we need to think, even though the attacker has an advantage and the defense formations are usually not that good yet, avoid the tough opponents. Once again, there is no glory in defeating tough opponents, unless it's for first place. And even then, the glory itself doesn't matter, the resources do. 25k, it's still easy. I don't even think in here, so I know that I could have positioned my defense units in other ways. Hey, I'm not even gonna lose a unit.
Follow me to victory.
Good. What's next? 21k, easy win. We will think a bit about the defense. And whenever you defend, think with the mind of an attacker. How would you make your own life as hard as possible? Yeah, no more battles for today. Let's go to defense. So, first of all, let's ensure that we're using strong units and then synergic units. Here we have no real control over which units we develop yet in week 1. What's important is some synergy. So, defenders go forward. We can use a 2 defense or a 3 defense formation, both could work. Okay, so these are the units that we have to live with. It makes little to no sense to charge, because even if we charged here and here, even then they would just use a bit more defenders and would entertain my rows. So even if this is a good enough formation, a defender and an attacker can just neutralize, or a defender and a charger can just neutralize these units. So what we can do is we can protect the damage dealer and the... Well, they are actually both damage dealers with these units. So this way I'm really protected. Because even if the opponents charge, they will basically attack my chargers. Big deal. Big deal. That they are welcome. My chargers are usually strong enough. So one thing that we could change is, let's see the sharpshooter. 5640. 5879. For balance purposes, we might end up changing the units, because we don't need these defenders. We don't need this many defenders for sure. So what we could do, so 5642, this attacker would be nice, but we don't need the attacker. 51. Let's see for synergic purposes. Nothing. Nothing. Then let's see these 2 units. Some level of synergy is there. And a lot more synergy is there. So as long as we protect this unit, we can do this formation. It doesn't hurt. We don't need to optimize this much. We're strong enough. Like 10 people could beat us maybe in the whole server. Done. So we'll do these 2 later. Campaign is an easy way to advance, so reset. And this is gonna be kind of boring and kind of easy. but we'll see. Oh yeah, here, even if you sacrifice a bit of power, healing helps. The reason why healing helps is that we need to keep our units alive. If a unit is lost, then that's all for the whole campaign. We cannot. Well, there is a resurrect. There is one option, way to resurrect near the end, but we can just wave goodbye to the unit by default. So this formation is good enough. Maybe we'll do some charging here. We do the attacking here. Okay, not bad. And we can swap the rows accordingly. Unfortunately, we cannot fast track. That's the problem with the campaign. We need to survive 15 battles, but these are interesting usually. Later the sweep option will work. And once again, the objective of the campaign is artifacts. So second. These are like 20-second battles usually. If not less. Yeah, this one is 18. Moving on. Sometimes you get castles just like in regular missions, so it's some sort of a variety. These are thick walls this time, or our attacking power is quite low. But we sacrifice some attack in exchange for healing. Remember, we're protecting the unit HP. We'll see, attacking has its merit, so sometimes attacking makes more sense. Forget evasion, attack or defense is usually better as a buff. So now we got attack power 200, so this means we're stronger than normally. Even if the opponent is more powerful than we are, these buffs, I think they are not manifested in the power. We have a bit too many defense units against this formation, but I'm not gonna change anything. Still a 20-second battle. Yeah, I delivered on the promised 19 seconds. Next one. And level 5. Okay. Remember, we always need to go for the back row, that's why I'm swapping these two rows. And it paid off, you see, even though it's not a 20-second battle anymore. We're not even losing any energy, so if the opponent has many defense units, it lengthens the battle, but it doesn't change the end result. Unless they can heal really well, because they can go for a draw as well, and then you cannot advance. Good. And then we'll have a chance to level up the artifacts. So our presence is gonna be strong enough. Later this is gonna be shorter, so once again you will see shorter and shorter days, even throughout the first 7 days. And then the single player element is gonna go away, the multiplayer element is gonna increase. Now, initial magic is not bad initially for most heroes except for Ryland, because I don't want him to heal fast. So I'll go for regeneration, and only regeneration. But in attacking heroes, the initial mana is good, because think about it, if you multiply 2 by the number of seconds the battle lasts, that's what you need to compare to the initial mana extra 30 or 40. And usually it doesn't pay off to have the initial mana for healers, but it does for attackers, because in case you can attack and you get a unit advantage, like just 1 or 2, just like in case of football, you know, the European football, then you can capitalize on this advantage. So that's why initial mana doesn't hurt, and you can end battles faster. So, too bad I couldn't do this on day 1. Okay. I won't even swap the rows. Normally I should swap the rows if the battle is a bit more even, but we have a huge advantage. Don't worry, later these missions will be really challenging.
The seed of revenge has been planted.
So we just collect whatever we can. I'm not spending diamonds on this for now, not even when it's discounted. It's not that scarce of a resource at the moment. Okay, 30,000 is getting a bit more challenging. Now we're just 2.5 times as strong. Okay. This looks like a castle. But we have a unit advantage, we have all the advantages in the world that we need. Except for the wall. We might lose a unit. Hopefully not, but our chargers are in danger. And you see, it's always, you see the image of the biggest damage dealer, and it's the GOG in the background. It was a good idea to have the GOG, even though formation wise this is very far from being synergic. We're just capitalizing on the sheer power advantage. Later we will have to think about strategically developing our units and investing in those units that count. But for now we play with what the game gives us, that's all. I'm not even getting a challenge. Okay, initial magic plus 40, regeneration plus 2, I'll go for the plus 2. You can heal a bit more often, although it doesn't make much of a difference, because if you check the spells themselves, the problem with the spells is that they have a regeneration time. So you have 4 spells to choose from. One of them is Earth Arrow that stuns the opponents, it's a good one. The other one is healing. And once you heal, you see this countdown on the bottom right. Now you can do an Earth Arrow. The AI did an Earth Arrow immediately, it's a good choice. And then you heal. I don't know why it healed the units on the back, but it's not optimal usually. So if you micromanage the battle, you need to slow it down from 4x speed to, let's say, 2x. Okay, we got a treasure map and we can get an artifact. We click here, you click here, or tap, and you get a higher level artifact. This imitates the Heroes of Might and Magic way of hunting for the artifact. That it was a bit more adventurous there, but it's the same thing. We're hunting for obelisks here, and we're also hunting for obelisks in the guild. Now this is a more complicated scenario because the opponent is getting strong. It's only the second day, but we already have strong opponents. Strong meaning that we're less than twice as powerful. So there is a danger of losing at least one unit. This danger is not that significant. And fortunately the opponent is just a healer, and yeah, they can heal every day against like more powerful opponents. They won't really do much. Good. Level 13. So now we're only 1.5 times as powerful. I forgot to swap the rows. Against the charger, the demon defenders would have been better. I think we're still gonna make it. Although Although this might be a costly mistake. Yeah, I've lost one of the chargers.
We will take that.
This is a costly mistake. In other campaigns, this is a this could be a disaster. Here it's not, because we still have a huge advantage and we can substitute this unit. So, oh, once again, sometimes they come with the exact same thing 3 times. So this is bad. Even though I said I would go for regeneration, to be able to stun at the beginning with Earth Arrow, it actually doesn't hurt. Okay, we're gonna change the formation a bit. Instead of including a charger, I'll include a sniper. And I'll charge wherever it makes sense. Or should I? No. I'll protect my back row. That's the number one advantage that we can have. Good. So this is not the... These are not the best units, and I lost my other charger. So in the last level,
Take that, Steadwick.
we will still win, but you see that it's now not a walk in the park anymore. And in theory, if you have more difficult opponents, you have more rewards as well. So you see, don't invest in Heaven Cast Stone, you can get them for free. Not that much, but you can get some every day. And you need to click less later, because you can just complete the first 12 levels in one click. Okay, there is a problem. We have too many units in the back row. So and we only have 2 defense units. And this is a castle. So we'll ensure that
I will do my best for my lord.
we don't go out of line, we stay behind the defense units, and we'll attack the first 2 rows. We don't care about the bottom 2 for now. Hydra is a good opponent. It's an SSR unit. Okay, so far the defense formation seems to be working. And by the way, we have an advantage, so whatever we do, we will most likely win. Unless we did some really brain dead formations, then we would have lost. And yeah, we survived, so it might be useful to go for defense formations as well, earlier, now that I think about it. Then we would lose a bit less units. Okay, we're done. And here in the artifacts you can see what we got. So we're upgrading this one. And this also levels up our units a bit. This is the most important one to focus on, very good. We're gonna get to level 2. Here and also on the third one and in the main artifact. So we'll drain some mana, this is important. Or no, we'll just regenerate initially, but later we'll drain. It takes time. Unfortunately, the enumeration of the units is kind of annoying, you see. You cannot cancel it fast enough. So we'll level up. You see, it costs like 180 to level up, and it will cost even more and more later. So this whole thing was thanks to the campaign. We will get more artifacts later. So 77k. We also got the diamonds. And by the way, now you have the claim button. Oh, you don't have the claim button. You will have the claim button later. I don't know why they hold it back. After all, it's just claiming the diamonds. It's kind of stupid to hold it back, but I understand. Okay. Then we can do a purchase. That's for free. Remember, we got the Astro Silver, so we get 3 more artifacts or Astro Silver. Always prioritize using Astro Silver. And by the way, 12 more and you get an orange one, and 92 more and you get a premium orange one. Orange is the highest level at the moment. So there is progression in here as well, and guarantees. You can get orange artifacts earlier, but it's a luck-based thing. Yeah, too much animation. As a software developer, you would see this. Or user experience designer, you would see this. Okay. So, missions. Missions focus us most of the time. Purchase gold, that's easy. And it's ironic that we can even level up. Because we get 20 XP. We haven't leveled up, by the way. How much? Yeah, we need a lot to get to level 34. Here you don't get XP for spending 880 diamonds, but we're quite close, so we will end up spending anyway. Altar, we haven't done this today. Would be funny to have an SSR unit, but no, only Hellhound. But these are all Inferno, and the Inferno is good because it goes well with itself. It also goes well with anything goes well with Conflux. And this is Conflux right now, this bird. Or Phoenix. We've battled the Phoenix already. So I'm gonna get the resources. All of them. All the way down to 9. New unit? No. Just leveling up. That helps. And then try again gives us less animation. It always helps if you have less animation. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. So first of all we got some more privileges. So we'll increase the amount of energy we can claim later. This is a positive return of investment already. And with the leveling up we got more energy, so we will make some progress with the better units. With the friends we can claim even more. So right now we have these options. We don't need unit XP or gold, so we can delay this. And we don't need to level up fast, and I think we need more than 100. Yeah, so this means there is no benefit in completing these. And there is no immediate benefit in spending these diamonds. I will have to spend them anyway in the guild. So now let's see the units, just in case we can help them a bit. So they look legit. Maybe helping this unit. I'll help strategically. This time with a 1x1. We'll try to get this unit to up level. We won't be able to do this because we cannot purchase energy anymore. Yeah, we're missing 18 energy. We cannot purchase today, but we have large energy potions. Somehow we claimed it with some extra deliverables, and we can now use this extra energy, 121. So the shortage is gone. Investing these energy potions early helps because then you level up faster and you're more formidable as an opponent. Let's see. I think I can make progress in this chapter 5. So formation looks more or less okay.
For the Queen! For the Rapier!
More or less okay. I'll just ensure that the defenders have enough ammunition to block the chargers. And oh, and we can deploy an 8th one. Yeah, that's what I was missing. so maybe another defender helps. And then this damage dealer will deal damage from the back. Okay, sounds like a plan.
We will take back Steadwick.
So we will need these books, whatever these are. Yeah, Book of Arms. That's why we completed this. So we'll get them all from this dungeon level. And sure, we can make progress here as well. I think we have a skill advantage now. Significant enough. Yeah. So why not? As long as we can exploit the skill advantage, we're fine. And sooner or later we'll level up anyway.
Follow me to victory.
Rather sooner than later. Don't forget the diamond. Or magic crystal to be exact. These are not diamonds. And we cannot continue now. Good. So that's all we could do. Whatever you can collect, collect it. We're quite close to leveling up. 74. So maybe doing these missions doesn't hurt. I will simplify my life and I'll just do these missions. I'll give up some ranking and with that some diamonds. Let's see, the defense units 5.8, 5.9, and this is 4.8. Yeah, they deal more damage, but I'm fine with the formation. Remember, attackers, chargers, they are fine either way. But they go to the front in this case. They will survive anyway. And I think this time we're gonna advance a bit forward. So you know that you have a good formation if you advance all the way to the gold, to the origin of where these dwarves spawn. Sometimes they go back to the front. No, actually these charging units are really good. You see, we're dealing a lot of damage. And we leveled up, rank 22. And I'll do this once more just so that I don't forget it. Once again, this is not optimal. It's not meant to be optimal. I'm just going for the XP so that whatever I can do, I do it in a greedy way. Greedy means that whatever you can reach, you will do as well. Here we only have 7 units, too bad. Too bad. We might need one more to survive, but I think we're gonna do a record. It's just we won't be that effective. But after all, we have the Storm Elemental. We could have placed the Storm Elemental to the back. The record is 3.49 million. Now we're gonna be better. Already we have a new record. But unfortunately, we won't last. 4.9 million. That's a new record too. It's just not good enough. You see we're only 13th. Some people have better range units. But here it doesn't matter much because the diamond increment is not worth it. So new features, yeah, the dragons. So the issue is that now you can go to the gate and there is this dragon utopia. There are different types of dragons. Today we have the crystal dragon. I think tomorrow we have all three of them. And on level 34 you have the easy challenge. And here in this challenge, small melee units can quickly destroy a crystal barrier. So this is not a small melee unit, this is a large one. But this is the only small one and they are far from being top 8. So in this formation, this is not an optimal dragon formation, but I think we're still gonna make it. And the only thing we need to do is just defend. Not defend, just defeat this crystal dragon altogether. It looks large and looks menacing and so on, but it's really not a complicated one. We're gonna go on auto combat as well.
We will take back Steadwick.
The only thing I will do is that once the dragon goes into this crystal form, I will stop the auto combat.
Follow me to victory.
That's why, you see, I did the auto combat again. The computer is not smart enough to understand that we need the effort
We will take back Steadwick.
only when the dragon is alive, not when it's in a crystal form. It might give you the shield though. So you see, this is a bad formation for this crystal dragon, it seems. We didn't win. Too bad. We should have won actually. So let's do a second battle. Obviously at the end of the day it would be easier. So what can we do to win? We'll get rid of some of the... Yeah, this was actually a good unit. We have too much defense, that's evident. We don't need chargers. And we need... Well, small melee units, 4.2k. This is 5.6. This is 5.8. As long as we can defend our units, we should be fine. And let's try once more. Maybe we're gonna deal a bit more damage. I might micromanage this battle too. So... Okay. It was a bit too fast because they are now stunned and all the effects of the battle just vanish.
Follow me to victory.
Okay. So it takes a bit longer this time.
Follow me to victory.
And I think I didn't win much, so maybe my skills are not that good with micromanaging. So we will most likely lose, we're just not good enough. And there is a bit too much stunning at the moment. So we'll drag this all the way up and we'll ensure that we'll damage once more. And I think we won't even get this other chest. Okay. Tomorrow is gonna be another day. I'm glad we unlocked it though. Oh, we could claim so much. So, unfortunately we're not gonna get much more XP.
I will restore
Other than
Arathia to its former
spending
glory.
the scrolls. So we'll soon be done with the morning part, and afternoon and evening seems to be just administrative now. And I think I forgot one thing with the dragon. I should have upgraded my units. I'll soon show you how. Because I think there is a new feature unlocked, and this was a costly mistake for the dragons. Costly, well, negligibly costly. The reason why this was some sort of a costly mistake is that if you go to the units, any unit for that matter, you go to the skill, and now you can upgrade the skills with these diamonds here. So you need to go up to level 6 with your best units, and this will mean a lot. Yeah, this is unfortunately a bit too much clicking, but it's worth it. So remember, we were at 86k or so, now 87, and we might approach 100,000 with this. That's the important part. Some units have 5 levels, and always from right to left you see which is worth more. And always invest those that you have to invest. Done. And this is gonna go a bit more slowly. I think I was a bit too optimistic with the 100,000, because you don't have enough skill level up. What are these? Crystals, diamonds, gems, whatever. So I proceed based on strength. And you see, right now this is a scarce resource. Later it won't be. That's why I battle most of the time in the guild, because we need these level ups. You can also use other things to level up these skills, but it's not worth it. Unless you just need 10, for example, out of 600. I'll just do this for the best units now. Maybe 2 more. Yeah, if you micro-optimize, you don't do it like this. So you first level up these skills, and then you go to the dragons and dwarfs. But this is just the first week after all. Okay. So we didn't approach 100,000, we didn't even approach 90,000. Well, we are approaching 90,000, we just haven't reached it. Okay. And I think we're set. What else? Roster. So, whatever we can do, we'll do. And then we'll fight a bit. And after fighting, we'll check the guild. We're almost at level 4. Almost. So let's see, where do we need to fight? First we'll level up the spells. And we'll check if we can make some progress here. 710. I think we're gonna get a reward for it. You know, that's the difficulty, that you always think that it's gonna be fast, and then it's gonna become a 1.5 hours adventure if you do things correctly. And I'm even saving a lot of time, so I'm doing this at the expense of the evening session, obviously, and at the expense of optimal proceeding. So we're doing suboptimal decisions at times, but at least I tell you when the suboptimal decisions are there. And those suboptimal decisions are not that important. I understand why no one else did this challenge, by the way. At least I didn't see anyone on YouTube doing this.
Follow me to victory.
Because it's kind of complicated to narrate while taking the good decisions and giving a good enough show on that is semi-enjoyable at least, right? Because it would be optimal to just edit this to like a 10-20 minute solution, 10-20 minute video, not like a 1.5 hours long one. Because oftentimes you have to jump back and forth to make sure that progress is uninterrupted. 70k versus 90k, it's easy enough, still easy enough. Even though I didn't change the chargers and the defender row. Second and third row should be changed. But obviously while explaining you don't have energy to also do this change. But it doesn't matter because you're stronger anyway, so you don't have the incentive to play optimally. You can win some seconds, but basically that's all. That's the difficulty of managing such an adventure. And it always helps because all the way until the end of level 11 we need to advance. If we can, I'm not sure if we can. Now the chargers are in a correct place. And the opponent's chargers, they have no chance. Against the defense and the behemoth, I mean, give me a break.
Follow me to victory.
So, fast resolution, please. Yeah, after all, we need to respect the opponents, they are 70k plus. I understand. Okay, we won't finish everything, by the way, today, like chapter 7. 71k plus we can lose units in here, and it doesn't cost energy. We won't finish everything, because you don't have the energy to do so. But progress is not bad. Now, this is gonna be challenging because the opponent heals. So, the computer identified correctly that we need to bombard the back row. And thin the healers. And sooner or later, you know, they cannot keep on healing the front row. So, they would lose anyway, it just takes 1 minute and 10 seconds. And the reason is the healing ability. Okay, now let's see this unit. Okay, which one do we want? Good question. I think because of marginal utility, and this is just 10 diamonds anyway, I'll go for the 20 scrolls. I don't think that we're gonna do all 200. We're fine with 50. I was tricked into believing that that VIP1 card does something, so this was just an experiment worth forgetting. I'm still not seeing the effects correct me if I'm wrong again, write it in the chat, like why it was wrong.
Follow me
But
to victory.
if it wasn't, in that case I wouldn't have done this at all. Because the next level is 100 skill refreshes, and with 100 skill refreshes the problem is that you just get
Follow me
one...
to victory.
you get 100 diamond soul by spending 500. Even with some discounts that you get some back, it's not good. Okay, here it's a bit complicated. You have to battle this skeleton. This will last a long time. They are all defense units. They are not dangerous, they just defend like crazy, so I would expect 40 seconds at least. 40 seconds recorded in 20 seconds, so at 2x speed. This is not 4x speed, this is just 2x, so the one arrow would mean half speed. It seems like I was quite accurate, 42 seconds. And now comes the interesting part. So, treasure. Is looking for treasure, right? And there is this swordsman. You need to earn respect of the unicorn. Okay, let's earn the respect of the unicorn. Done. We also earned 5 unicorn soul stones. Done. Cannot pass without completing the trial. Strange skeleton blocks the road ahead. Here was the skeleton. I need you bring back my chest. It should be somewhere near the skeleton. And here you see it looks like a chest. So you just click here, gather, and you got everything that you need, and you even get the crystal. So that's how these challenges work. Go back to where? There is some angel somewhere. Here. I'm not sure if you can win this. Seems like yes. Remember, we can lose units, not a problem. So this is the completion of the story. And sometimes you need to go back and forth.
Follow me to victory.
And we got a golden key, which helps. So, what do we need to do? Angel first. So battle this one. No, let's not battle this one yet. We might win. I think we would... I'll show you what happens. After all, it doesn't cost energy. We might see a losing battle this time. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll win because they don't have attackers, so we will score anyway, and our spells are good. And as soon as we eliminate the Lich with a spell, I hope this is what the computer does. Oh. Yeah, this is a story event. Angels come, heal everyone, and we win.
Victory.
So it was worth checking it out. I always forget that there are some story events as well where it doesn't matter how strong or weak you are. And the powers of the Lich is gone. This other one passed within 30 seconds. So in order to get an S, you'll need to win within 30 seconds. I think we're gonna get an A here. Shouldn't be strong enough for an S. But we'll see. If we get an S, not a problem. We can try it later as well. Formation look good, because the chargers will march their way to the back.
We will take back steady.
No way we're gonna complete this in 30 seconds. So it's 47 seconds, we might get an A. Only B, okay. Anyway, we got 4 or 6 intelligence, I think only 4. And we'll need to come back to complete these, we're not strong enough yet. Let's see the scout. We completed all side quests, that's amazing. And let's see how much energy we have. 15, so we have a chance to complete this one too. I thought we would not complete this, but actually we did. Be mindful, we're gonna be weaker because of the mandatory hero. Only 78 against 70. So I would not be surprised if we lost 2 units or even more. But if we lose more than 2 units, then we come back later for the last stars. So colossal damage and stunning, that's the angel. Remember the original story there, angels came and rescued us as well. So you see it's kind of an even battle until the opponent starts losing units. And then we deal more damage. They cannot heal anymore either. And it seems like as long as we complete it in a minute and we don't lose more than 2 units, we got the 3 stars. But it's a warning sign that it's time to upgrade. So there is gonna be some talk, fine. You can enjoy the story yourself, you know. It's worth discovering it. After all, that's one of the best elements of the game. Not the best altogether, but one of the best. Claim the hero. Here we just claim 100 diamonds. Good. Then what else do we have? So we might try the first level with that remaining 6 energy. We'll see. Remaining energy 10, so we have 1 shot and we're strong enough, so we might just try this out. And remember, 8, 9, 10, 11, we have 4 chapters left for the first week altogether, where progress looks good, but progress is not linear, because the first few chapters were just tutorials. It's getting harder and harder, you have to do the right things to progress. I don't even know if we're gonna make it to 11. Maybe it's designed that you cannot make it to 11 in the first week. We will see. So we spent all the energy that we had to. Now it's time to take care of the units. So we got an orc. Not bad. Skeleton. Not bad either. But actually it's a very basic low level unit. So we'll level everyone up. As much as we can. Oh, up leveling to a next star always helps. Okay. Taking care of the best units is the most important usually. And the rest can wait. Now, at the end of the day I usually still upgrade the rest. If it's worth. And don't invest in skills of lesser units. Just the units, focus on the units that you need. This requires some stamina to do all these clicks, but that's part of management, unfortunately. User experience wise, I can see so many clicks could be saved. So many clicks. Because whenever you see me go on autopilot, that's when you see that we could have done so many things with this user interface. It's mind-blowing. You see, it's like upgrade times 5. You see, I just mindlessly click. We could have upgraded everyone all the way until, as long as we have resources. Plus, save this click, save this click. Save this click as well, and then save the skill creation click. We could have done all this with just 1 click. It would have been so much easier. Because, you know, the reason why I'm still doing these upgrades, by the way, is that some of these units might be strong enough or diverse enough so that they become part of our team. Maybe. Unlikely, because we haven't focused on them at all, and with the skills, those units that we selected will keep an edge as long as we have these skill upgrades. So after a while, given that those skill gems are kind of scarce, you will have to focus, and your choices will matter, because as you choose, those units that you chose will keep their advantage. So we cannot compare the skill levels anymore directly, and that's gonna be a challenge. I'll soon illustrate it in a different way, and that's why I'm upgrading these units, because otherwise we don't even know if we just had a unit that we forgot about. It won't be the skeleton, so we might as well just forget the skeleton for now. We don't need so many units, but now we have an order, and the problem is the following. Look at, for example, this unit, and the skills of this unit are low, but they have 6.1k power. This has 7.9k power, and the skills are high. What happens if I upgrade the skill? We cannot compare this and this directly, although the Dendroid will still have an edge. We cannot compare them directly. Okay, 91 point something K. Let's see what the guild did. Oh, by the way, donation is not mandatory. I just did it to keep people happy. That they see that something is going on here. I would rather see that they contribute in the guild donation. The other type of donation where you create gold packages because you're not VIP is not something that matters. Okay, now to round up the experience in the morning or early afternoon, we'll finish in the guild. So we send out a recruitment message that always helps. Please level up the donation. It's very good to see most people do donate. That's good, that's good. So you see I'm like the maximum level 34, everyone else is like 28, 23, 20 something. We can have 31 members in total. That's good as well. And I'm happy to see that even though I'm taking a hit on day one, this choice is paying off, partially paying off. The opponent has moved away, so it seems like that. Oh, there is another raider here. 57k, we can defeat them quite easily. So first of all, let's see if we have a chance against this, and these are the items that we need for the leveling up. It's borderline, we have a chance, but I would like to see this opponent killed. I think we can win this one as well, although injuring some of my best units before the battle could hurt, but we have enough units to ensure that we're fine. I'm gonna go a bit more defensive, and what else? Yeah, I'll entertain the top defender and the charger together with this row, and I'll forget about the other row. This is just for protection purposes. I have a skill advantage anyway. I'll still use the stronger hero out of the two. And I think that here we go for synergy rather than... yeah, we'll go for synergy rather than power. We could have gotten a few more power. And here, don't forget to press the invite, because if you invite the guild, others can challenge these people too. So we'll send this player back to where he came from. Let's see. How strong is this monster? We're strong too. Yeah, we're strong enough. Here we don't need this third defender. We can also have a sharpshooter. And they are behind the defenders anyway, so I just want to deal damage. A third defender is marginal in utility, they won't have the chance to kill them anyway. You see. And these skill stones are gonna be important later. So when it doesn't cost anything, I just go for them. Also the resources. And now, how to approach this unit? Always trade gold against anything. Good. And now, let's attack. 57k. Even if we have casualties, it doesn't matter. And you see the attacker has the advantage. We can go for the back row here. And let's see. We can double attack the back row of the opponent. And we did a lot of damage. You have no chance. I hope. Some people are smart with the formations, but then we can learn from them. So that's what I wanted, to eliminate the opponents. And you see we cannot cast spells manually, so given the opponent has no chance to retaliate, we cannot call them on the phone, please defend. So for this reason we cannot take the advantage of exploiting spellcasting ourselves. And we spent this unit back home. So this was the objective. Are there any other raiders nearby? Yeah, there is this other raider too. I would like to send him back too, but it would take some time. So, what else can we do on this map? Forget about these bosses today, you would need more time to defeat them. Maybe first we attack this monster. Yeah, 81k. We can make it. So I'll change things a bit. I'll send the charger back. In fact, we don't need chargers here, because they are all attack units, non-ranged attack units. And we make sure we defend against all of them with enough defenders, and the rest of the people will do the damage. Wasn't a bad idea. And then we can enter the areas where we can eventually find an obelisk as well. That's the important part. I don't know where my efforts would be needed in the guild, because you would need a bit more obelisks, right? And the problem is that if I start exploring things here, then I have less chances to go for the obelisk. Let's see, where is the portal? Realm Monolith. Yeah, 15.4k. Looks easy. You don't have to be there to visit the Realm Monolith. And after all, if you get any extra resources, it helps. Good, return. Now, we need to find that location, not the Realm Monolith, but that location where we can teleport. It's usually somewhere on the left. Anyway, we'll pick up this resource. Here it is. Let's see. I think we can defeat this strong monster. It depends. Yeah, 23,000. I don't even think. I just press click. And we're soon gonna finish. And then we wander into the wilderness. I won't challenge the top one. I challenge the second one. And the looking for Aryan mission is also here. Let's select this one. And you can only choose, unfortunately, these two. And I'm not sure if I will survive. But I'm quite sure that, yeah, here is the elf. We'll need to go for the elf. I'm quite sure that we can do at least something, and then we're gonna be sent back. That's not a big deal. That's an easy battle as well. Most of the battles are easy here. I don't know why the opponents didn't do anything here. But be careful, because they might end up with like retaliating and coming back. Okay, let's purchase some energy. First is 3, second one is 4 diamonds, but it's not problematic. After all, we have a guild to manage. We'll need to block the chargers. Even without the modifications, we would have been good. Okay. Let's see if we can eliminate an opponent. Yeah, 36,000 attack. Obvious. So, here the setup matters. And this is not a bad setup. After all, we absorb the charger with a defender. We got to enjoy the whole battle. We cannot speed it up, unfortunately, but opponents will autocast. And remember, defeating opponents is always important. It counts in the first week. Later it won't count if I'm not mistaken, but now it counts. You got some items, fine, but it's not the reason. We lost 5 XP, fine. Let's see, here is this hunter guy. 38,000 attack, obvious. So, defender against charger. Here we might march through. Okay, but the skill advantage is gonna be there anyway. We could optimize a bit more. Oh, Kyklops, very good. Very good that there is only 1 unit in its way. I didn't see the Kyklops threat. But I think they don't... Yeah, they have the skill, unfortunately, these flame things. They damage everyone. So I think we will lose 5 health. And we're gonna be down to 70. No, 65. We lost 10 health. Okay. Shortest path to the weak monster. We need these skill stones. And even though we should go for obelisks in theory, in practice, completing this mission is not bad. You are the one tipped off by the... Oh, yeah? Probably charge for it, what a bore, yeah. Treasure chest. And we got 100 guild coins, and the treasure chest is there, so we just need to go back. Not sure if we have... Yeah, we will have the chance to complete it. Good. Purple artifact, not bad. So we'll need to hunt for obelisks. But the opponent can always defeat us. So it's always difficult. It's better if we are the attacker, though. So we made quite a lot of mess with our skill advantage. but it's good this way. So this is the optimal step because we can collect the gem without spending energy. And 52k, let's attack. Okay. Charger to the bottom. 5.7k and healer and 8.4k, obvious change. We'll do damage in the back row instead. We might lose some units. Oh, the quick ops, you see. You like these quick ops for some reason.
Follow me to victory.
Good. They didn't stand a chance. Okay, another victory. And I think we can call it a day here. Let's see the defense formation. This will matter. So let's think, because we're gonna get attacked like crazy. They are stronger than us, just saying.
Evil is no match for a sharp blade.
So first the defenders, they are important, at least two.
For a rapier.
So these are 7 units. Which unit should I add? It looks synergic. 92.1k. This is not synergic, 92.4k and not healer. Somewhat okay. And the defender, I won't mind that much. Too bad we don't have an attacker. This formation that we have the chargers here helps, but I think I'll go for this one. And that's gonna be hard, but after all the chargers will help a bit. Okay, that's the defense formation in enemy territory that is important. And with that, the only thing we have left is collect whatever we are yet to collect. With the spend we got the extras. We claimed the 200k. We claimed this brand discovery reward. And we add an artifact. Yeah, this is the worst screen of the whole game, you see. Imagine you have 40 units and you have to wait. You click and speed things up, but the system just cannot handle it. It's badly written code. Okay, events. You see, you always get something more. And this includes some more extras. Remember, 1730 we get some energy, but I think I'll just do it without narration, sped up to 2x speed or 3x speed. So that's not something that I'm gonna narrate. The evening one maybe, of how we end the day. That's a bit more important. And now 92.8k, we should be fine. As a habit, if you manage a guild recruit, I was thinking about adding some messages as well to them to focus their efforts as well if they want to be successful, but I think most of them are doing the right thing anyway. And with that, we're finishing the morning session. That was longer than expected, but hey, like, new things got unlocked, and we'll continue with the evening one.